If you are trying to control your marijuana use, watch out for this trap. All right. What's going on, everybody? Gabriel Santos here. And if you're here, my assumption is that you are either about to go on a break, you're trying to quit, or you're trying to figure out how to control your pot use. Okay? So, what's the trap? Let's get right into it. So this comes from my experience. I used to smoke every day for about 8 years, and for about 2 years, I have been trying to figure out how to moderate my use, how to be free from that voice of addiction. And in that time, I've learned a lot of different traps, and a lot of reasons why I would fail, and I've ultimately come to succeed. And so here I am helping you, all right? So when people go on breaks, let's say you're someone who smoked every day for years, right? And you've tried so many times to go, let's say, 30 days without weed, right? But you've only gotten to the 7th day, the 15th day, whatever. One thing I commonly see is that after a certain amount of days where someone has effectively said no, right? And demonstrated self-control with marijuana, what they're looking for is some type of reward. And fair enough, right? You've been disciplined, right? You're looking for a reward. You're looking for a celebration. You're looking for acknowledgement of a job well done. And I actually agree. You do deserve a reward. You deserve, in fact, it's practical to positively reinforce this behavior, right? Because the goal is self-control. Now, here's the issue. People make a decision that they're going to go 30 days without weed. And so they've set their sights on a very specific outcome, which is to go 30 days. The issue is that for most people, what they're really looking to do is train the muscle of self-control. Right? And so there are many ways to condition self-control. Trying to go 30 days without marijuana is just one way. Now here's another issue. If your goal is 30 days, then anything short of 30 days is a failure. And what happens with a lot of people is they go 7 days, 10 days. They're very happy with their sense of self-control. They want to celebrate that, and for us people who like marijuana and have used it chronically in the past, one of our main ways to celebrate is to smoke weed. And so you've set yourself on a goal, 30 days no weed. But really what you wanted was to demonstrate self-control. And so 10 days in out of 30 days, you're looking to celebrate. But then one of your old ways of celebrating is to smoke weed. So then you smoke the weed, right? And then maybe you feel okay, right? Maybe you didn't need the 30 days. Here's a bonus tip for y'all. Bonus tip. We are susceptible to our old patterns if we don't consciously create a new one. Meaning, the reason why you're able to go 10 days off is because you made a rule. No smoking, right? If you don't make a new rule, if you don't create a new operating system when you smoke weed again, you are most likely to go back to the old operating system, which was smoke weed whenever, right? And on top of that, if you're used to smoking every day, I don't think you're quite aware of just how impactful, like not just being stoned is, but like the come down is. It's actually pretty steep for a lot of people. I know myself, it's pretty steep. And so let's say you smoked every day for 5 years, you go 20 days off. That day that you smoke again, if you have no new structure or new operating system, you're prone to failure. And B, when you come down off of your high, it's pretty drastic. And that is also what leads a person to smoke again, right? Because it's like you get real high, then you come down, and it's like it almost is like a feeling of sadness, a feeling of like almost not depression, but after being so high, when you go so low, it's like a whoa, right? Like a whoa, right? And unless you're familiar with that process, with that phenomenon, then you might feel like, man, I just want to smoke some weed, and then you convince yourself like it's not a big deal, and then you smoke again and again and again, and then you're back to your old ways, and I know you don't want that, right? So to summarize, if you say you're gonna go X amount of days, 10 days, 30 days, 3 months, then fucking follow through. I don't give a fuck if you feel like you've demonstrated enough self-control, like halfway through. You said you were gonna do something, so fucking do it. All right, it's your fault. You made that plan up. It's your fault. Now, knowing this, if your real intent is to demonstrate self-control, maybe a different type of plan is better for you. Maybe only after 5 p.m. Maybe 2 times a week, 3 times a week, but stick to it. Whatever your plan is, stick to it. And then second of all, watch out for wanting to smoke 2 days in a row. Not because you want to, but because of the come down. And then last thing, what was the last thing? Make sure you have a new operating system. All right, if you go on a tolerance break and you want to come back and try a new way of smoking, you got to have a new operating system. All right, if you're just gonna like smoke whenever, why ever, then that's probably not gonna work. All right. Hopefully this made sense. If you have any questions, comments, or opinions, please share them down below in the comment section. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Gabe_Santos. The link is in the description, as well as the link to buy the book Marijuana Mindfulness, which was created for people who are trapped in the addiction cycle and want to have ultimate self-control. All right, guys, that's all. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Peace.